All right, everybody. Shane from Hunger for Horror again. Today I'm going to try it with my phone. My video camera that I have been using has kind of a pink hue to it. I'm sure that you noticed. It looks like I'm behind uh, a, a lens that was filtered by cotton candy. That video camera's going back, and I'll be getting a new one. So hopefully it will take care of the problem. I tried adjusting the settings, lighting, but I won't bore you with the details. So I'm going to do an experiment. We're going to try something a little different today. And hopefully this comes out more watchable. I'm going to try to keep it shorter than the last one because I think the last one ran a little long with my son. He was talkative. We had a good time doing it. Those of you that watched it, thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you could. We would appreciate that very much. So anyway, let me just show you a few more from my second shelf here of DVDs that I've got. This is a 4-pack. Includes Strange Invaders, Invaders from Mars, Invisible Invaders, Journey to the Seventh Planet. Strange Invaders was a lot of fun, and Invaders from Mars is absolutely a hoot. The other two I haven't seen yet, so I can't tell you, but that 4-pack may be kind of hard to find now since the MGM stuff, a lot of it went out of print. But if you can find those films, definitely check them out. Pulse, unrated, not fantastic. Okay, not too bad. If you've never seen it, give it a shot, But nothing real memorable from what I can remember. Stir of Echoes, this one's a lot of fun, one of my favorite Kevin Bacon movies. Definitely something I would recommend. The next one, The Watcher. Keanu Reeves kind of disowned this one, but I think it's absolutely very, very good. It's got James Spader, Marissa Tomei. So if you've never seen this, I would strongly recommend this for suspense fans. People like thrillers. Some people, there's a thin line between a thriller and a horror. And if I think it's a thriller, then it's close enough to horror. I'm going to share it with you. Altered, my favorite scary alien flick. And that includes Alien. Seriously, I love this movie that much. Altered, definitely watch. It says from the same people, from the director of the Blair Witch Project. If you didn't like Blair Witch, because I know that's kind of a love-hate relationship for a lot of people, that movie, don't let that deter you. This movie's quite a bit different. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Altered very much. Of course, got to have some Nightmare on Elm Street movies like number 2, which isn't one of my favorites. 3, better. Now, I've got the first one, but it's on Blu-ray, so it'll be in another video eventually. The Dream Master, financially the most successful one. Wasn't crazy about it. It's okay. The 5th one I liked a little better. Most people liked it a little worse. Freddy's Dead, I really think that movie is just plain bad. Freddy's Dead, I'm sorry, I just can't recommend it. And I'm sure the people that worked on that movie worked really hard, and I try not to throw hate on any of these, and if you like it, more power to you. I just thought, it was pretentious, and it was had too much comedy, and that's what ruined a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels for me, was the amount of comedy they put in there. Freddy Krueger started out being scary, and then before you know it, he was a killer that, told corny jokes. I didn't get it, but this one was better. Back on the right track here. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Strongly recommend that one. First one's still my favorite, of course. This movie doesn't get much love. I thought Jackie Earle Haley did a fantastic job making Freddy scary again. The only thing I have against this movie, this reboot, the script didn't really flesh out and help you get to know the teenage characters very well. So they kind of didn't really get a lot of attention, so I don't know, but I think I thought there was a move in the right direction, making Freddy scary again, and I thought that actor did a fantastic job, and I'm probably in the minority of people on that. Most people absolutely hate that movie, especially if they're Nightmare on Elm Street fans, but I loved it. 25th anniversary, Halloween. If you haven't seen Halloween, well, you're either really young, or you're just getting into horror, or you're not a horror fan at all, so why would you be watching this video? Everyone's seen Halloween. And if you haven't, it's a classic. And if you haven't, nothing wrong with that. We can't all see everything. It doesn't make you socially deficient or anything. 8 films to die for. After Dark, Horror Fest 3. I really like The Broken. The other ones I don't really remember much, and I'm not even sure if I've watched all the rest of these. But you can usually get that for less than $10 pretty cheaply. House of Voices, one I picked up at Big Lots fairly cheaply. It's an Asian horror flick. A little slow, as most of them are. But actually has a little bit of a story and some good genuine creepiness. So House of Voices, you could do worse. It's actually pretty good. I liked it quite a bit. Pathology, haven't watched yet. Another blind buy pickup, Big Lots, $3. The Box, actually really, really like this one. Great suspenseful movie. It's a PG-13, so if you're not into gore and stuff, this movie isn't overly gory. It is very suspenseful, and has a very good. It's a very good story about human nature, and it's suspenseful. The box is, it's it's really good. I don't know what else to say. Dead and the Damned. This also goes under another title, which I don't remember at the moment, but this was another blind buy pickup. Big Lots, $3. This was years ago. My nephew borrowed it and said it wasn't all that great. Said actually it was really bad. So, so you may have your own opinion on it. If you've seen it, feel free to leave comments below. Hostel. This kind of started what they called the torture porn. Kind of popularized that term, I think, because of this movie. Eli Roth, he does a great job. I mean, this movie is, definitely brutal, hard to watch, not for the squeamish, but I think it's a really good story. And it really keeps you guessing, and it really makes you want somebody to come in and save these people. This is a very respectable sequel. I was really surprised how much I liked Hostel Part 2. That's also available in a multi-pack with Hostel and in some other movies here presently. I think from Lionsgate, if I'm not mistaken. Or Mill Creek, maybe Mill Creek. Death Ship. George Kennedy, Richard Crenna, ghosts of Nazis on an abandoned ship. And people come across the ship and they end up getting stranded, and they climb aboard the ship and things start to happen. Definitely, absolutely, probably my favorite haunted ship movie I've ever seen, and it is now available through Ronin Flicks on Blu-ray. So definitely something that I would strongly recommend. Go to Ronin Flicks, pick it up, or wherever you can find it. You might find it on Amazon. Just make sure you check Ronin Flicks first, because they might have it a little cheaper. Sometimes they run sales. Dr. Butcher MD or Zombie Holocaust, I think is the other name for this. I flipped the cover art around. Let me see. Let me open it here. Yeah, here's the... sorry, I'm having a hard time. Here we go. Yeah, Zombie Holocaust. This is the old Shriek Show edition. This has been re-released on Blu-ray, I know, as Dr. Butcher MD. So it's known by multiple titles, like a lot of the foreign horror movies that were popular in the 80s. They were released under several different titles. Dead Alive, Peter Jackson classic. If you've seen Bad Taste, this is his follow-up. Fantastic film. If you haven't seen, kind of hard to find right now. It's supposed to be getting a 4K scan soon. Ghost Lake, movie gets a lot of hate. A lot of people don't like it. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Makeup effects are a little subpar. And yeah, sure, the acting is here and there, and there's a plot hole or two. But overall, I really like the atmosphere of this movie. I like the heart of it. I'm probably in the minority on that. I actually enjoyed Ghost Lake. Friday the 13th, Killer Cut. It didn't really do anything new for the franchise. It's a reboot, so if you like this series, if you like slasher movies, like I said, nothing really particularly memorable about it, but it's alright. It's kind of old school. Tries to be, anyway. But not one I'd strongly recommend. Excuse me, if you're going to go for Friday the 13th movies, my favorite one is still the final chapter, the fourth one. So, and those will be in a later video at some point, because I've got them too. Strangers, got this at Movie Gallery on sale. Remember going to Movie Gallery and looking through their used movies, and they always had specials on them. Definitely one of the scariest thrillers I've seen in recent years. And the sequel came out recently, about a year ago, and I thought it was really good too, and a lot of people didn't like it. So maybe I just enjoy these movies more than a lot of people do. I don't know. And I've seen a lot of movies, but I don't get overly picky. I just enjoy the opportunity to sit down and watch a good film once in a while, or an okay film. I mean, usually I can find something to like about everything, but some things are just kind of bad, like Freddy's Dead. Even it has, elements that I probably don't absolutely hate it, but, if I don't know. Usually when I watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, I'm in the mood for a horror movie, something scary, not a comedy. Dark Waters, one of your better shark horror movies. Not the sci-fi variety, not Jaws, but it's somewhere in the middle. It's got Lorenzo Lamas. It's a fun movie. I would check it out if I were you. Flesh for the Beast, old Shriek Show, uncut version. If you're into movies with sadomasochistic overtones, check that out. I definitely found that movie to be quite interesting. The Legacy, one of the most original horror movies I've ever seen. It's got Sam Elliott, and I love this cover art with the hand and the cat and all that, if you can see that. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to... But hey, at least it isn't all totally pink like my last couple of videos. The Johnsons, old Anchor Bay. If you ever find anything with that label on it, that is old classic Anchor Bay. those are collectible. People that are collectors love old Anchor Bay, and I do too. And I bought this for like $9.99. My guess is now, if you found this, it would probably go for a lot more than that. But another very strange film, a lot of fun. Beast Within, one of my favorites from the 80s, often overlooked. It's got Ronnie Cox, one of my favorite actors. The makeup effects in this thing are crazy. It's a great story. It's great pacing. It never gets boring. Definitely, here I go again, top 20. It's probably in my top. It's definitely in my top 50. But it's absolutely fantastic. I love Lash LaRue, the old master of the bullwhip. If you watch any of his old westerns, those are fun. Later in life, I guess he was just happy to get any work at all, and here we have The Dark Power, which is just a lot of cheesy fun, just a great time. And that version is from VCI Home Video. Ice Queen, I actually enjoyed this one a lot. Kind of like The Thing, except it doesn't morph. It's just this crazy old witch that goes around killing people. It's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend that one. And one of my all-time favorites now, this one's definitely in my top 10, if not my top 5. Jacob's Ladder, the old original. Which version is this? Is this Artisan Home Video? This is out on Blu-ray. You can get this on Blu-ray now for $7 or $8 on Amazon, last time I checked. Definitely one of my favorites. Great performances. Definitely one of those movies keeps you guessing, very suspenseful. Like I said, I didn't want this video to be a little shorter. Hopefully, using the camera phone, the video camera on my phone helped. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I got more coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.